you a quick overview of our property, Punta Estero Hondo, here in the Dominican Republic. On Google Maps, I've turned the map upside down, so the top is actually south and north is the bottom. You see Miami down here in the right corner. It's about a 2-hour flight straight into Puerto Plata, which is a big tourism hotspot on the north coast. And you see Puerto Plata here with one international airport, and you also have Santiago, which also has an international airport. I wanted to point out here the mountain range, which is the only 10,000-foot mountain range in the Caribbean, and it has protected the area naturally from hurricanes because it will disperse them left or right when they come, the typical pass throughout the Caribbean. Columbus locked this area on his first trip to the New World. In fact, on January 9th, 1493, he locked Estero Hondo, which means deep inlet, the lagoon. You see the village behind our property is still called Estero Hondo, and Google Maps has always referred to our property as Punta Estero Hondo. On his second trip, Columbus came back and he founded La Isabela, the first settlement in the Americas. Here you have a big museum. You see the ruins of the first church in the Americas, Columbus' first house, which looks straight over our property via the La Isabela Bay here. Our property itself, the 133 acres, start right around in this corner here where this little beach is, and then just keep going for 3.3 miles until you hit the end of the property. I will just slowly zoom down here so you see how much space and how big this property really is. Wanted to point out here that once you come towards the end of the peninsula and before you come onto the tip, there is a natural reef. You can actually on low tide walk all the way around here, and it's about 800 meters, and it gives you a massive natural pool that is protected from any waves, so little kids can go swim there. You can float on the tube or whatever you want to do without really being dragged into the ocean. Then we come to the tip. The tip has a really large size where you could build all kinds of things, and it has another reef that actually goes out here towards the ocean. On low tide, you can walk all the way out here and look straight into the entrance of the lagoon. Now, on the other side of our property, we have the world-famous Paradise Islands, and I wanted to show you this really quickly as well. You might have heard of Playa La Ensenada or Punta Rusia, which is already an established tourist destination down here. But these are the famous Paradise Islands, also known as Cayo Arena, and you have all these islands where you can take a quick boat ride with your visitors. And you see here how there's islands right in the middle of the ocean, and you can snorkel. They have reefs around them and some of the best fish you have ever seen. So there's a lot to do. We actually have a document all the tourist attractions that are within 40 miles or 60 kilometers of the property, and 10 of them are truly unique to our area. So look at the information and contact us for a Zoom call to discuss what else you can do on this truly amazing property. Thank you very much for watching.